The other thing that's going on is there's another COVID variant, another SARS, that is looming in the world that is scaring the fuck out of scientists. Why? Because it's 10 to 15 times more spreadable, more contagious than the last variant that came out versus the original COVID-19. And it's beginning to spread like wildfire across the fucking world. And I blame the fucking politicians. You need to mandate that anybody who fucking flies needs to be vaccinated. End of story.
I'm shocked that hasn't been mandated already.
Because it's a political bullshit fuck. My parents, before they came to this great country of Canada in 1955, 1956, if they didn't have their vaccination papers in the and thing, they would have stayed in Halifax on the pier and be on the next boat back to fucking Italy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what the fuck's going on in the world. And in the United States, all these southern states, or as they call them, the red states, they're still, people don't understand, there's still 1,200 fucking people dying every day in the United States from COVID.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
So the variant has hit Canada. I think, the most populous province, Ontario, still hasn't grown a set of testicles or does not have a fucking a clear direction of what the fuck they're going to do. We're open, we're closed, we're closed, we're open, we're open, closed. We're opening, we better close again. Mandate the fucking vaccine. Or make it impossible to go anywhere if you're not vaccinated. And do a $5,000 fine with possible 1-year imprisonment with a fake vaccination.
Yeah, that's a big one. There's so many fake vaccines around.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I saw one guy do it. I'm not going to mention any names. I told him, fuck off, not to come near me anymore. Somebody that I know.
Yeah.
So I just got my booster shot.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got it, nothing. No reaction, no after effect. Actually, to be honest with you, I felt pretty good. Billy, did you get a booster shot yet?
Yes, I did, Frank.
Did you have any reaction towards it?
Not a thing, just like you.
Oh, fuck, Billy, I felt fucking actually great, like I got a beta fucking boost.
Yeah, I went in with my brother-in-law up at the pharmacy in Aurelia, and believe me, there was nothing. Lovely nurse.
And I learned my lesson. I'm right-handed, and the first two vaccinations I got on my right arm, and there was a little bit of pain the next day. And I said, fuck that. So I got the booster shot on my left arm, nothing. Nothing. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
no, I had nothing.
I'm pretty sure that we're fucked as a society, as a world. I believe that first of all, I believe COVID-19 or SARS has been with us for a long, long time. It's just recently, in the last, I'd say 3.5 years, the scientists started to identify it.
Yeah.
But you know, there's been a million variations of the flu. You know, one of the biggest murderers was the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
It wiped out millions of people, and it was the same thing because of ignorance. The politicians, especially in Chicago, I read this big article that in Chicago they wanted to still have the World's Fair, and they were told not to.
Yeah, I've got.
We're basically dropping dead in the street.
No, Natty, write this down.
Yeah, no, it's the people that think that it's over with and that they can just go on and pretend nothing's happened.
Thanks.
It's cruel reality for them, right, Frank? I mean, obviously.
I think there's a third wave coming, and I think the third wave will be the deadliest.
Wow. Well.
And I think. Andrew, can you correct me if I'm wrong? I believe that there was possibly 4 waves of the Spanish flu. And it started with soldiers coming back from Spain, and they spread it around the world, American soldiers. And then it came to the United States.
It had some connection to it. I know that.
Pardon me?
I say they had some connection to spreading it. I know that.
Yeah. Well, all I'm telling you is this. I believe in science, and I respect my doctor. I love my doctor. My doctor, I believe, is a very intelligent man. Dr. Marty Cloth, who chimes in every once in a while and listens to us, I just want to tell you I respect you. And he told me, if you want to be healthy, you need to fucking be a little paranoid and be respectful that this fucking flu is evil.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, follow the science. And that's what I did. I didn't follow the fucking morons, the fucking degenerates that are on the internet that are kind of... So I was watching somebody in I don't know if it was London, Ontario or something, talking about COVID, and this lady came and heckled her and said, why the fuck are you spreading lies? There's people dying of heart attacks, athletes by taking the vaccine, and babies are dying, and where the fuck are they getting this?
There's definitely a lot of information out there that does state that too. There's two sides.
But it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's there. There's people on YouTube spreading videos and their own version.
Today, I saw somebody tweet me that the Washington National Examiner, which is a paper that my dog wouldn't shit on, right, has come up with the FBI saying that the January 6th insurrection in Washington was fake.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. So I don't understand. The biggest thing I don't understand, and I've had this argument with one of my sons, I don't understand where they would believe bullshit on the internet versus scientists.
People believe it.
They believe what they want to believe, Frank.
That's right.
They don't put any factor, any empirical evidence behind it. They're all the same, every one of them. They have their own little world that they want to live in, and they want to preclude the rest of us from it.
I want to ask you a question. Bill, would you say Mount Sinai Hospital in Toronto is one of the most respected medical institutions in North America, if not the world?
Well, I wouldn't say. I don't know that, but I'm not doubting it, Frank. It's a wonderful.
Well, they have their NICU, the NICU in Mount Sinai is second to none in the world.
That is true.
Okay, let me try it a different way. Would you say Toronto Sick Children Hospital is renowned worldwide?
Yes, absolutely.
Would that be a fair statement?
That's a fair statement. Yep.
I know for a fact that there's great pediatricians, doctors from all over the world that come and work at a nominal fee at sick kids, whether it's for a year or 2 years, just to have it on their resume.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair statement?
I'm not surprised at that. I didn't know that they did it.
It's a fact. I know that for a fact. So here's my question. How many conspiracy theorists are working at Toronto Sick Kids?
My guess is 0.
How many fucking degenerates, fucking morons, imbeciles, right, from the internet are writing papers at the Sick Kids?
0.
0.
So how the fuck do you believe these cocksuckers on these blogs and on the internet? How?
Well, yeah, I don't know how people do it. They have to join into the group, and they have to...
But I just don't get it. Like this fucking moron, Mike Lindell from My Pillow, he's destroyed his business. He had a kind of decent business. He started off as a con man, a substance abuser, straightened out, started the business, and now, so seven or 8 times he's been caught totally lying. So January 6th, he said that Trump was going to be the president again. He said that there was all this garbage that happened in Washington. They cheated with the ballots, and then by the end of February, they were going to take Biden, throw him out, and he was going to be president. Then he changed, again, the chronological order of his bullshit conspiracy story that by the end of May... Well, how many more times are they going to believe this fucking guy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it anymore. I don't fucking get it. We decided as a family, my mother, my kids, not my older kids, because they have their own brain power, and they have their own, I can't control their destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I want to control my kids' destiny, but the young ones that are under my nest, I have to keep them safe, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So we all decided to follow the rules to the letter of the law. I did not get COVID. My wife did not get COVID. My kids did not get COVID. My mother did not get COVID. My sister who lives with my mother did not get COVID. Because we all followed the fucking rules. We didn't even get a fucking cold.
No, my family's all in the same boat, Frank. None of us got any symptoms of anything. You are correct. So I get it.
You know, when you look at it retrospectively and you look at what's coming down the pike, you follow the rules of surviving COVID, you'll be all right.